Hello Virgo, and welcome to the Allegory. My name's Erin. I'm your intuitive tarot and oracle card reader, and today we're going to be doing a mid-August love check-in reading for you. This will be a general message, collective message for those under the sign of Virgo, regardless of your placement, whether it's your sun, your moon, your rising, you're welcome here. So let's take a look at what's coming in for you. Now I just want to let you know that I'm feeling lots of Grecian vibes with the Allegory collective. It's been a lot of Greekness in the last week, let me just say that. Yesterday I was absolutely called to purchase a copy of the Odyssey. Now I went through multiple bookstores and translations. I went to about 3 different bookstores and looked about 5 different translations. So I wanted to get something I felt like I could read, enjoy. It also felt honest and integrous to this. And shout out to the Book Bar in Chelsea and London, which is quite new, but they recommended this version, and it's such a beautiful translation by Emily Mortimer. I believe she's the first, or one of the first female authors to translate this, and it's got these gorgeous rough cut pages, if you can see that, which I just love. And so I've got this, and then I was called to wear my Medusa pin when doing this. That was given to me by Lucia from the Elysian. She's the creator of the Elysian Tarot deck, which was the deck I was called to use as your first deck. And then when I was thinking, I was like, let me get the Aphrodite deck as well. It was only when I put them both down the table did I realize I've pulled both Greek decks. So there's something here with Greece, history, myth, love. There's just something going on with this kind of Grecian energy. And even I ran into someone randomly yesterday, and we were talking about podcasts and books, and how she was recently thinking of the Odyssey, and one of her favorites historical books was Stone Blind by Haynes. And I was like, oh, and then when I looked, I was like, oh, that's the Medusa story. So there's definitely something about perhaps Virgo having resting bee face. Perhaps you're stopping people in their tracks. If you're single, maybe look at how your energy and how you might be coming across. You may be blocking people, not meaning to, or you may be just putting one look to them and they just go, oh, you know what, I can't approach someone who looks so unapproachable. Or perhaps you're feeling very guarded and you want to get all your pythons and all your defenses out there because you're not ready for love and you're still in a very much a healing space. If you're in a relationship, perhaps it's a case of you're feeling that you need to protect yourself or protect your relationship from anyone coming out and interfering with that. But without further ado, Virgo, let's get into it. Let's pull you an oracle card first for your mid-August love check-in. Let's see what messages my girls have for you. Okay, we've got 2 cards that wanted to come. Flower Spirit. Cancer, I believe, also got that card, and Can You Hear Me? And bottom of the deck, Moon Dance, which is about harnessing fears, tightrope walking, being really delicate, and stepping forth under the moonlight. So you may have Pisces or Cancer in your chart. I dare say you may, because the moon in Tarot rules is the Pisces card, but then in astrology the moon rules Cancer. So there's definitely a lot of water energy for you, Virgo. And then the fact that Cancer also pulled this card. So I'm getting you're either connected with a Cancer or you have strong Cancer placements. And then the idea of Can You Hear Me? So I'm really being drawn to this card out of all 3. The depths of one's emotions, that hard shell that's beneath the surface, the fact that you're showing up feminine, ready to speak. But if I look at this cornucopia shell, this horn, it's tucked behind you. You're not putting it to your mouth. You're presenting yourself, but then you're not saying everything that you feel that you need to say in the moment right now. And when I look at this card, you may not be able to see it, but right down the depths here, there are these little fishies down there. So there's things below that are probably niggling and bothering you that you're not ready to bring to the surface just yet. She also looks quite wistful in that tiny glimpse. The fact that we can barely see her face and the majority of it's her hair tells me that you're not presenting as you want to be, as who you are. There's the hand on the hip, so you're quite firm in this. Maybe I'm getting this energy of come towards me and tell me your truth, and then I might think about communicating with you. So that is the main energy I'm getting off that. And then Flower Spirit definitely feels like a weakened energy. In this pull, I'm feeling someone's a little bit defeated. The wings are not as big and glorious as possibly as they could be. The flower looks a little bit droopy, a little bit sleepy, a little bit tired. I know that's not the meaning of the card or what I got for Cancer, but this is definitely what I'm feeling, almost this wistfulness and this ready to just sleep and sleep for 1,000 years. So I'll pop those two up there, but I want to get what Katrin says about Can You Hear Me? Because I feel like this is the message for you, Virgo. So let's take a look. So the 28th card, so you may have been born on the 28th, or 2 or 8 could be something to you. You could be 28 years old, about to head into your Saturn return. Holy moly, if that's you, good luck. So can you hear me? It says loneliness, cry for help, and communication. What I was just saying and interpreting and feeling off of this card. A woman floats in a seashell on the big sea. She looks to the horizon. If she's waiting for somebody, she's holding a trumpet in one hand, ready to blow it when the time comes. The ocean symbolizes her feelings, vast and seemingly unknowable. It surrounds her in an endless arc. She looks lonely and deserted, but she has a way of connecting, a tool for turning passive silence into supportive communication. She just needs to raise her trumpet and call for help. So if you are feeling a little bit lonely, lacking friends or support, perhaps it's been some time since you've been in a relationship, or you're in a relationship that makes you feel lost at sea and unable to communicate, then let's take a look at what the tarot cards have for you and see if there's some messages that can help guide you forward out of those energies, because it looks like you're having trouble harnessing those fears here with this in reverse. I don't normally read oracle cards in reverse, but I'm definitely getting this feeling of upside down. Boy, you turned me inside out. That song, I'm not going to sing, I am tone deaf, but you know the one I'm talking about. But there's definitely this feeling here for me of Hanged Man energy, Pisces again, and needing to look at your fears from a different point of view in order to spin them up and gain some sort of control on those fears. Okay, so let's take a look. We're going to pull 3 cards from the Elysian Tarot, and then we're going to clarify with the Aphrodite Tarot, and at the very end we're going to give you a couple of affirmation cards to send you on your way. And if this message resonates, please like or put a comment below, or if you just like this or my style of reading, then I'd love to hear from you. Alright Virgo, let's get you 3 cards. Got this one. Yeah. These two want to come together. Oof. One more, which also wants to come well with these couple. You've got quite a lot of pulling, lots of things that the people, and there we go, Hanged Man. What did I tell you? I've told you that the Moon Dance card felt like the Hanged Man card in being upside down and needing to see things from a different perspective. And there you go, there's your Pisces card, the Hanged Man energy, the idea of being upside down so you can see things differently, but also allowing blood to rush to your head. So if you do yoga or inversions, that might be a calming thing for you. It could also simply be not even being your head upside down per se, but you could literally lie off your couch, off your bed, pop your head back, or even just pop your legs up the wall and allow circulation to start flowing. Perhaps you're feeling a little bit stagnant in life and a little bit trapped and a little bit uncertain of which way to go. But there we go, overall feeling of needing to take time out to look at things from a different point of view. And I'm not surprised, yeah, at all. Wow. Okay, just give me a second here because we've got quite a story already. You might be the only group so far out of 5 or 6 readings where a whole bunch have come from the first card. So overall, this feeling of needing time out, needing to meditate, needing to think on things. I'm getting this idea that you feel strangled and held in place by where you are in love. I don't normally get that off this card, but we can see here the way the vines are holding this person to the tree, but it feels constrictive. It feels like a boa constrictor of leaves just here. And all these clouded thoughts and ideas, lacking clarity, lacking a focus and ability to think clearly. I'm also getting an inability to dream clearly as well. So some of you may be having issues sleeping at night. Obviously writing down thoughts and all that can help, but I also recommend getting a weighted blanket. That really helps me sleep at night as well. So there may be something in your sleep patterns and cloudiness and waking up foggy, waking up with thinking, maybe you haven't remembered your dreams, but you feel like there's something just on the grasp of your ideas or your mind that you can't quite get to. So downloaded message, something very specific for someone there, or a collective feeling, but that's what we've got. Right, let's take a look at this. We've got the Nine of Wands, which is, they say it's like the wounded warrior. You've got your back up against the wall. You've got that last grasp of energy, of holding on, of going towards what it is that you need to let go. And it's interesting I'm saying need to let go, because the very next card is the Eight of Cups, which is letting go, what doesn't help you, which doesn't serve you, which just breaks your heart, which leaves you in a confuddle of confusion. And the advice here is it's letting go, but it's fast transformation. We've got the Eight of Wands. Very, very quick energy. Originally, the Eight of Wands was called Cupid's arrow, and it was this diagram, this image of all these arrows going to hit their love target, hit their mark. So you could be walking away from a connection. It could be a connection that's actually traveling towards you. The Eight of Wands can be travel, fast-moving travel, could be overseas travel. And we've got these two bunnies here that kind of like wrapped up in this like connection. So it could be you recognizing that someone may be coming towards you and you need to release them. You need to release them now. You need to release them quickly. If you are in a connection, it's time for you to step out, and step out quickly if this resonates. Don't dilly-dally, because you're already tired. It's almost like you're using your last ninth wand to just free yourself and set yourself away from this. And you're coming to this conclusion after some serious time out, some serious healing, and thinking on things differently. We then have the Elysian card, which is the World card in this. You are closing out a massive cycle. It's the last card of the major arcana. And it also has to do with travel, online communication. Perhaps it's someone you've met online or you keep in touch online, especially if this is a long distance relationship. And it's closing out that relationship and how it stands. It looks like you're trying to focus on yourself here. Knight of Coins. It's the energy, or Nine of Coins is slow, steady, practical. But you're quite confused about which way to go. Or perhaps you've got a few options. Perhaps you've been moving so slowly for this, even though the advice now is to move quickly, because you've got the Seven of Cups, which can be confusion or having too many ideas, too many options, and now you're in this state of absolute paralysis, which is why you're putting yourself in this Hanged Man, which is why you're taking time out, because you're not sure which way you want to go. You've been working really slowly, so you've been really cautious with your Nine of Coins energy. You've been really cautious of, do I close this out? Do I finish this up? Do I wrap this up as it is? Because perhaps this connection, whether you're in it or whether it's new, has left you with nothing but confusion. And you're feeling like, you know what, maybe it's better to finish it before it starts. If you're in a relationship, maybe it's to finish it all together. We are in Mercury retrograde, so if there's an ex coming back, and at first it kind of was like, oh, this could be interesting. Not, because you don't have any interesting cards. It's put you in a bit of a tears of, wait up, I need some time out. I need to think about this before you come back into me, before you race into me, because I want to close this out. I want to walk away from this. This doesn't make me happy at all. If this isn't happening during the month of August, it could very much be following on in September, which is our eclipse season. So we've got this kind of eclipse looking energy over here with the Eight of Cups. It's like literally the moon and the sun covering each other over and blinding, like this blinding energy. And it's blinding you because you're confused, and you've got the confusion here. And you're really like, you know what, I just cannot. I just need to focus on myself, focus on my own harvest, and focus on where you want to plant your seed next with a Nine of Coins. Let's take a look. Let's clarify with the Aphrodite Tarot. Do let me know if this resonates for you, so I know I'm picking up the right energies for my Virgo collective. Let's take a look at why is the Nine of Wands here. Priestess of Cups, so Nine of Cups, something coming in quite quickly, someone acting on love, a cup of love. We've got Six of Cups, so this is someone, Nine of Wands could be, perhaps you're hanging on to the situation because it's someone who might feel like you've known them for a long time. It could be, again, someone coming back from the past with this Six of Cups energy, and maybe you left each other on your last tether as it was, and so the idea of getting back together is like, oof, I don't know if I've got the strength to do this. Or it could also be like a past life connection, or someone that you feel connected to in a previous lifetime, and that may be why you're feeling like, oh, you need to hang on to this. You're really, really assessing the situation with this time out here. It wouldn't surprise me if the Seven of Pentacles came out as well for you. Let's get one more on the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Arrows. Why is that here? Magician, so we've got Gemini, Virgo energy. So you could be dealing with a Gemini or another Virgo. And my speakers just went doosh, doosh, doosh. So I feel like it's like dun dun. So there's definitely something here. It could also be perhaps it's this idea that you've manifested this previous person coming back. This ex coming back, you're like, yes, this is what I want, this is what I want. And then they come in, you're like, whoa, they're coming fast. And like, this is actually really not what I want at all. This is not what I want. I'm not happy. I need to step away from this. The Magician is a very powerful manifestation card, obviously, but it's as I think I create. And you've brought this in. Perhaps you manifested this connection, and this connection is done. We can all have multiple soulmates and connections in one lifetime. We don't just have the one soulmate, but there's this idea of you manifested this, but it's been absolutely exhausting in this relationship or in this previous relationship. Let's look at why the Eight of Cups is here. Let's look at those two eights as well. Eights in the tarot are abundance. You've got 8, 8 right next to each other. 8 could be an important number for you. 8 for the 8th, Lion's Portal. What were you doing on Friday, 8th of August? Were you manifesting something and now you're like, actually, I take it back. Take him back. Take her back. I don't want this. All right, 8 of Cups. What is the 8 of Cups about? 9 of Wands. There you go. You've got your repeating cards here. This is really showing that this is quite a powerful, quite a very clear-cut message. You're walking away, you're ultimately wanting to walk away from something because it's just too exhausting. Yeah, there's a lot of passion, a lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm, but ultimately it's just too much for you. Just cover those up just in case. They're quite faint, but wouldn't want to upset anyone. Okay, and why is the 8 of Wands here, the 8 of Arrows, the World card again? I can't believe this. You've literally gone 9 of Arrows, 9 of Wands to 8 of Cups, and then you've got the 9 of Wands here, and then you've got the World up here. So 8 of Wands, you're wanting to close this out quickly. You're wanting to complete this cycle. The World again is travel energy, overseas energy. It's definitely this idea of stepping out of your clamshell and as Aphrodite and claiming your power and claiming your power back and doing it really quickly. This really does reiterate it's time to walk away. Do it fast. Don't dilly-dally. Let's close out this cycle. Let's get one more. Let's split the diff. Why is the 9 of Wands in the World here with the 8 of Cups? The 8 of Wands. What is this all about? Let's get you a message. Stillness. So this is the Hanged Man. This situation, or this current relationship, ex-relationship, situationship, crush, has got you going, I need time out. I can't. You've got so many repeating cards here, Virgo. It is so clear that it's time for you to take the time out in order to heal yourself, focus on yourself, and close out this cycle. It's not doing it for you. At the bottom of the deck, there we go. There's your 7 of Coins, 7 of Pentacles, which I said a few minutes ago, I wouldn't be surprised if this came out. This is the assessment card. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Do I continue planting seeds here, or do I harvest, pull up root, and move on elsewhere? Okay, this card wants to come as well. 3 of Cups. Yeah, there could be someone else in the mix or another situation. It could be 3 of Cups, could be this idea of other people. Perhaps you're worried that they're seeing someone else or have seen someone else if you've been apart and getting back together. 3 of Cups could also be community. Perhaps you're quite tied together with your friendship group, so it's been really hard to close this out because you've got the same friends. It's a strong message for someone. Or it could also be like something else interfering, whether it's work, location, travel, distance. It's really like, is a juice worth a squeeze? That's for you to decide, but it looks like here you're taking the time out to assess, because ultimately this is proven to be something that you want to walk away from because it's not making you happy in your heart space. But on the deck, 8 of Swords, not having you, that could not be any more than not making you happy in your heart space. 8 of Swords is self-sabotage. It's thinking things again and again and again and again and again and not being able to see clearly. She's almost like strangling herself with this hair across her face. You know when you come out of the water and your hair's on your face and you can't see clearly and you feel like you're drowning even more? It's like you're drowning in your emotions and your lack of thought, your lack of clarity, your lack of sleep. It's a mental imprisonment. Okay, the Elysian. Why is the World here for Virgo? Nine of Cups. Ultimately you want happiness. You want to close this out so you can be happy, you can feel fulfilled, you want to feel like yourself again, and that's what's driving you behind this. It's not selfish, it's self-care, it's self-love. This card wants to come with the Nine of Cups. Let's move our flower spirit with the Queen of Coins. That's you. That's your energy, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. You want to feel empowered. You want to feel like yourself again. A lot of like nurturing energy here, loyalty, groundedness, but you're wanting to feel happy and feel like you, and that's why you're looking at closing this out, because whatever's going on, it's giving you pause for thought. Even if it is someone who feels like a soulmate connection, maybe it's a soulmate connection for a period of time and it's run its course. Okay, Knight of Coins. Why is that here with the World? What are we slowly moving towards? Seven of Wands, healthy defenses, putting up those boundaries, setting healthy boundaries against people, against yourself. Let's go one more, Seven of Wands. Whoa, we've got Knight of Swords, so fast moving communication, and the Hierophant in reverse. So this could be a mentor figure, it could be someone who's older than you, it could be someone that you're married to or formerly married to. If you have divorced or split up, it's someone who could also be divorced and split up as well. And this information's coming in really fast, that perhaps they've left someone, perhaps they've divorced someone, and they're wanting you to know that. But it's come in really slowly, it's really taken its time, and that's why there's probably been a lot of confusion about this relationship and their level of commitment to you. Let's go, what is the Seven of Cups here? Two cards, yeah, holding on, well, interesting. You've got the Four of Coins, which can be holding on to things too tightly. You're confused because you're really grasping onto this past connection or the soulmate connection, and you're in this mind of, is the grass greener on the other side? What can I do? Is there something else better out there for me? Because I'm in nothing but this state of confusion and I really want to walk away from this situation that I'm currently in. Let's look at the bottom of the deck together. Princess of Coins, there could be an offer of love coming in, but the fact that I've placed that right next to the Eight of Cups, it's an offer of love coming in or an apology. It can either be a sorry or a let's go on a date, but it's something that you actually want to walk away from. And you want to move as quickly as possible. You recognize that the time is up on this current connection, or that it's not worth getting back into a previous connection at this time or with this person, or the timing's not right. It's just not for you, perhaps in another lifetime, but it feels like whatever it is has so run its course and you want to close things out. Close out the cycle, close out the story. The Elysian card, the World card, is the last of the major arcana, so it's completing that chapter and you're just focused on your happiness and feeling like yourself again. Let's get you a couple of affirmation cards, Virgo, and that'll be you. If this resonated or you liked this, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'd be very grateful, very thankful. Let's take a look. A couple of messages for Virgo. Send them on their way. Refocus on you again. The ocean. May the ocean's boundless rhythm guide me to embrace change, flow with resilience, and nurture the depths of my inner strength. Momentum. Every day, in every way, I am growing, evolving, and becoming the best version of myself. And once more, you might want to look at your mid-year check-in, which was an empowerment read to what you can be doing to empower yourself for the next 6 months. That'll be in the Virgo playlist. And then one more, optimism. In every moment, I affirm that the best is yet to come, embracing the present and warping the future with excitement for the endless possibilities that it holds. Don't look to the past, Virgo. You're not going that way. I wish you all the best with your love situation. If you are happily married or in a commitment, then this isn't reading for you, but I do hope that there is something here for those who truly need to hear it, and I will see you again soon. Bye.